Chosen one, stop scrolling right now. Do not let anything distract you for the next few minutes. This message has been blocked 4 times in the last 72 hours. The enemy has been working overtime this week to keep you completely exhausted, because he knows what deadline is approaching in the unseen realm. And he is absolutely terrified that you are finally about to discover the truth. What I am about to tell you was hidden until this exact second. You did not find this video by accident. Heaven intercepted your timeline today to deliver a very specific mandate, and you must hear it before the window closes. Stay until the very last word of this message, because at the end, I am going to reveal the exact divine instruction that permanently severs the cycle of scarcity in your bloodline. If you leave now, you walk away right before the vault opens. But before I hand you that key, you must understand what is happening to your body. The sudden pressure you feel in your chest is not random anxiety. It is pure atmospheric resistance from an unseen world. The administration of darkness is in complete panic mode right now. They are panicking because of who you are becoming. I know exactly what the last few months have felt like inside your daily life. You wake up exhausted before the morning even begins. You walk into crowded rooms and feel completely disconnected from every conversation around you. The heaviness sits on your shoulders like an invisible lead blanket. You silently push through your daily routine. You force a warm smile for them, but inside your soul is crying out for a rest you cannot seem to find. You wonder why easy things now feel like lifting heavy boulders. You thought you were just getting older. You thought maybe you were losing your edge. Listen to my voice right now. You are not losing your edge, and you are never going crazy. That thick brain fog and that crushing isolation are not your fault. They are a deliberate interception by a massive system that desperately fears your spiritual awakening, because your power threatens their entire foundation. I know how incredibly tired you really are. I know what it feels like to be the strong one for everyone else. You have been the spiritual pack mule for your entire family, while privately drowning in absolute confusion without any help. You give and you give until your cup is completely dry. And when you finally need a hand to pull you up, the room is entirely empty. Heaven recorded every single tear you shed in the dark when you thought nobody was watching. Let that truth settle into your spirit for a moment. You have been carrying a heavy weight that was never yours to hold. The people around you look at you and see someone who always has it all together. They do not see the midnight battles you fight in your mind, and they do not hear the silent prayers you whisper when the world goes quiet. The Matrix wants you to believe you are alone, but your current isolation is not a cruel punishment. The system deliberately engineered this heavy season to break your resolve. They send petty distractions and endless technical frustrations to constantly drain your vital energy. Have you noticed how technology glitches around you lately? Have you noticed how certain relationships suddenly became incredibly toxic for no logical reason? This is not random bad luck. This is a coordinated spiritual attack designed to keep your frequency low, because a low frequency prevents you from accessing your true divine power. They need you vibrating in a state of fear and permanent survival. They want you worried about paying bills. They want you stressed about daily drama. They fill your timeline with noise to drown out the pure signal. But their desperate plan is finally starting to crumble before their eyes, and you are rapidly waking up to the grand illusion of this reality. That quiet, burning longing you carry in the back of your chest is entirely real. It makes you homesick for a place you have never visited. You have tried to silence it with modern comforts. You have tried to fit into the neat little boxes society built for you. But you always felt like a massive square peg being smashed into a tiny round hole, while your soul screamed for true freedom. You were not built to simply fit in. You were built to completely break the mold. For years, they convinced the people around you to misunderstand your pure intentions. They scheduled the sudden betrayal and the harsh rejection. They wanted you to internalize that deep rejection and turn it into permanent self-hatred. They hoped you would eventually give up and settle for a normal, miserable life. But you are far too stubborn to let them win. You survived every single fire they set in your path. And now you are rising from those very ashes. I need you to firmly anchor your spirit to my words. Whatever negative thought just tried to pull your attention away must be released immediately. The digital algorithm is actively trying to swipe you away from this exact revelation. Resist that sudden urge. Your sharp focus is a mighty weapon, and right now heaven is asking you to wield it. The enemy is terrified because you finally figured out the spiritual game, and you realized you hold the mighty pen to your destiny. You wake up at 3 a.m. with a heavy chest. Your heart is racing in the dark. The silence of the night feels incredibly loud. And as you sit up in bed, you start to wonder, why can you not just sleep peacefully like a normal person while the rest of the world rests? You stare at the ceiling. You feel an invisible weight pressing down on your tired lungs. This is not medical insomnia. This is a spiritual wake-up call. During the day, your mind feels wrapped in thick fog. You walk into a room and suddenly forget why you are there. You struggle to find the right words in simple conversations. People look at you waiting for an answer. You smile and pretend everything is perfectly fine, while your brain actually feels like it is walking through deep, heavy mud. You are not losing your memory. You used to enjoy going out. You used to handle crowded rooms with ease. But lately, just the thought of attending a busy social event drains your vital energy completely before you even leave your house. You listen to people complain about trivial drama. Their hollow words feel like physical sandpaper against your tired soul. You nod along politely. But you desperately want to escape that room. Society has a clever way of making you feel guilty. They tell you to just work harder. They say you are procrastinating or just being lazy. And because you are so used to taking the blame, you probably even convinced yourself that you are simply getting older. Let me shatter that terrible lie right now. You are not lazy. You are absolutely not failing. Your frequency simply outgrew their timeline. I know how hard you push yourself every single day. You take care of everyone else first. You listen to their problems. You are the reliable rock they all lean on. But when your own knees buckle under the massive weight, there is absolutely nobody standing right behind you to catch your fall. You suffer in total silence. You hate being a burden to anyone else. That deep fatigue in your bones is not physical exhaustion. It is severe spiritual burnout. You are highly sensitive to the shifting frequencies of this planet. And when the collective energy of the world drops into a state of fear, you feel it directly in your own sensitive nervous system. You are unconsciously processing global trauma. You are trying to manage your own personal life. The Matrix specifically targets your cognitive functions. They bomb you with low-level stress. They want to keep your brain stuck in beta waves. They know that if your beautiful mind achieves the alpha state, you will instantly access divine downloads and break their control. So they clutter your daily reality with endless digital noise. They want you too tired to realize your true potential. You work incredibly hard, but the abundance never seems to stick. You take 3 steps forward. Then some sudden emergency forces you 4 steps back. The car suddenly breaks down, or an unexpected massive bill arrives right when you finally manage to save a little bit of money. This cycle of financial struggle is incredibly exhausting. It is not poor management. It is a generational curse. There are days when you just want to get in your car and drive away forever. You fantasize about leaving everything behind. You just want a break from the constant demands of the world. And in those quiet moments of absolute desperation, heaven watches closely as your guardian angels tenderly collect every single tear you cry in secret. You are completely loved by the divine. You are feeling this profound resonance right now because your soul recognizes the absolute truth. The heavy armor you wear every day is finally starting to crack open. You are finally resting in a truly safe space where you do not have to pretend to be strong for anyone else anymore. If your spirit feels completely validated by this message, type 777 to claim your peace. Take one slow, deep breath right now. Inhale the validation and exhale the false guilt. You have been carrying the unresolved karma of your entire bloodline on your tired shoulders for many years. Of course, your physical body is aching. Of course, your mind desperately wants to shut down. You are doing the heavy lifting for generations past and generations future. This painful season of isolation is not a cruel punishment from the universe. The universe is actually protecting your fragile energy field. Your soul is undergoing a massive cellular upgrade right now. And, just like a caterpillar must dissolve completely inside the dark cocoon before it can fly, you are currently dissolving into something new. The process is incredibly messy. Do not let anyone rush your divine healing process. Do not let them shame you for needing extra rest or quiet time alone. Your physical vessel requires immense spiritual energy to properly integrate these powerful new light codes into your daily reality. Let go of the timeline they forced upon you. You are right on schedule, and the heavy lifting you are doing now will soon pay off magnificently. I want you to release every ounce of blame you hold against yourself. You did not fail. You did not miss the boat. You are perfectly positioned for the greatest shift of your entire existence right now. The enemy wants you focused on your temporary exhaustion, so you completely miss the grand reveal. But you are far too smart to fall for that hollow trick anymore. You have been calling it stress. You have been calling it age. But what if I told you the thick fog is not yours to carry anymore? I am not saying this to wound you. I am saying this because the part of you that already knows this truth desperately needs to hear someone say it out loud. The pain you feel is not a punishment. It is actually a proof. You see, the Matrix does not waste its precious resources on average people. The dark forces do not send coordinated spiritual attacks against those who are already completely asleep. They only target the ones who carry the divine spark. They are terrified of you because you carry the sacred bloodline of the chosen ones. Your DNA holds ancient secrets. Before you were even born, heaven placed a massive target on your back. The enemy recognized your pure spiritual signature the moment you arrived on this earth. And they have been trying to systematically shut down your brilliant mind ever since. They attacked your self-worth. They sent toxic people to drain your precious energy. But you must realize something incredibly important today. Their fierce attacks are actually a massive compliment to your divine authority. You are the prototype. You are the specific soul heaven designed to break the mold for your entire bloodline. And breaking a rigid mold is always an incredibly painful and lonely process. The system is shaking right now, because despite all their heavy attacks, you are still standing. You are the cycle breaker heaven has been patiently waiting for. The generational patterns of deep poverty and silent depression that plagued your family for decades will permanently end with you. You are the brave watchman on the wall. I need you to pay very close attention to this next part, because within the next 72 hours, an unexpected door is going to open in your life. If you do not know the spiritual rule I am about to explain, you might walk right past it. The enemy will send a distraction that looks perfectly safe. It will look like a golden opportunity. This sudden distraction is designed to completely lower your frequency just as your breakthrough arrives. It might be a sudden argument with a loved one, or it might be a random delay that makes you incredibly frustrated. Do not take the bait. Stay completely grounded in your divine peace, because anger will immediately blind your spiritual vision. Let us completely reframe your painful season of isolation right now. You thought your isolation was a cruel curse. You thought people walked away because something was fundamentally wrong with you. Let me break that terrible illusion permanently. Your isolation was pure divine protection. Heaven had to quickly clear the busy room. Your spiritual frequency simply became too advanced for them. God had to completely remove the counterfeits before they could drain the energy meant for your next massive level. You are not broken. You are just operating on a totally different wavelength now. The world cannot understand the deep language your soul is quietly speaking. You are the light bearer of your family. When you walk into a room, the unseen demons literally tremble in absolute fear. They recognize your true spiritual authority long before you even open your mouth to speak a single word. And that is exactly why certain people immediately dislike you for absolutely no logical reason. Their dark spirits are reacting violently to your pure light. Your extreme empathy is not a foolish weakness. It is a highly advanced spiritual radar system. You feel everything so deeply because you were specifically chosen to heal the heavy burdens of this wounded planet. But you cannot heal the world if your own cup remains completely empty. For years they tried to quietly bury you alive. They threw heavy dirt on your bold dreams. They poured cold water on your burning passion. But they made one fatal miscalculation in their grand plan. They did not realize that you are a powerful divine seed, and the dark pressure of the soil only forced you to sprout even stronger. You did not just survive the heavy storms they sent to destroy you. You actually used the bitter pain as ink. You literally rewrote the spiritual constitution of your entire bloodline while you were resting under heavy fire. Heaven watched you build a mighty fortress out of the very stones they angrily threw at your tired back. Take one slow breath, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let this sweet vindication wash over your tired soul right now. You are finally seen. You are completely understood. The heavy burden of false guilt is dropping off your shoulders in this exact moment. You are exactly where heaven needs you to be. Let us go deeper beneath the surface of this truth. Because most people completely misread the obvious signs. You have spent your whole life trying to simply fit in with the crowd. You bought the clothes they said were popular. You pursued the career paths they claimed were safe. But no matter how hard you tried to blend in, you always felt like a stranger in a foreign land. Your soul knows the truth. You are absolutely not from here. I do not mean that in a strange science fiction way. I mean your spirit originates from a much higher frequency of pure love and light. You are a divine pioneer, and a true pioneer never feels comfortable walking on paved roads that were built by someone else. You were born to forge a completely new path. The deep pain you carry is not a permanent scar. It is actually a sacred initiation. Every time you felt completely rejected by a social group, your spirit was actually being violently pushed toward your true massive purpose. The universe was loudly saying no to the small life you planned, so you would finally accept the grand destiny heaven quietly ordained. You do not think outside the box like ordinary people. You actually see the box as a totally imaginary construct that everyone else foolishly agreed to obey. While they are busy arguing about the rigid rules of the game, you are already designing a completely different reality. This is why small talk feels like physical torture. When you hear people gossiping about trivial matters, your energy field immediately contracts in sharp pain. You cannot stand the shallow noise. Your mind craves deep cosmic conversations about the universe and the hidden nature of reality. But finding someone who speaks your rare language feels like searching for a tiny needle in a massive haystack. It is incredibly lonely. But listen to my voice right now. There are clear signs that prove you carry the heavy mantle of the chosen prototype. Let us see how many of these hidden signs match your exact life experience. Sign number 1 is the phantom ache of homesickness. You often feel deeply homesick, even when you are sitting right in your own living room. You miss a home you cannot remember. Sign number 2 is your absolute intolerance for lies. You have a built-in spiritual lie detector that immediately alarms you when someone is being fake. You can smile and nod gracefully, but your spirit immediately pulls back from their false energy. And sign number 3 is the sudden violent purging of your social circle. If you have experienced this massive social purging recently, your life is perfectly aligned. Heaven has been aggressively cutting dead branches off your spiritual tree. People you thought would be in your life forever suddenly drifted away without any real explanation. You probably blamed yourself for their abrupt departure. You thought you pushed them away. You did not push anyone away. Your rising vibration simply made them incredibly uncomfortable. Like a bright light suddenly turning on in a dark room, your pure presence exposed their hidden shadows. They left because they were not spiritually equipped to travel to the high altitude you are currently ascending toward. Let them go in peace. Like this video right now, as your official agreement with heaven. Let this simple action seal your bold commitment to your new, powerful identity. You are no longer the spiritual pack mule for broken people. You are absolutely done carrying the heavy bags for those who refuse to unpack their own messy luggage. You are officially retiring from that exhausting role. You are stepping fully into the authority of the original light bearer. The heavy mantle is finally settling firmly on your capable shoulders. The universe is removing the heavy training weights you have worn for decades. And you are about to discover exactly how incredibly fast you can run when the invisible chains are finally broken. Your past pain is the exact currency you will use to purchase your future freedom. Every single tear you cried in the dark was carefully collected in a divine jar. And heaven is about to pour that sacred water out as a massive, refreshing rain over your dry season. The dry season is officially over. The harvest is finally here. Do not shrink back into your old comfortable shell now. The Matrix wants you to doubt this powerful revelation. The system will whisper quietly in your ear that you are just making things up to feel slightly better. Tell that dark voice to be completely silent. You know the absolute truth because your soul is actively vibrating with this message right now. You are the cycle breaker. You are the sacred key that unlocks the generational vault. And heaven is absolutely thrilled that you finally figured out the grand game. They are terrified, but you are finally waking up in total power. Remember the sudden distraction I warned you about earlier? The enemy is sending a very specific block your way in the next 72 hours, but the real threat is not a physical person or a bad situation. The actual threat is a direct attack on your biological reception channel. The system is actively jamming your frequency. You see, your spirit is completely awake right now. Your soul is ready to receive the massive abundance heaven promised you, but your physical vessel is caught in a severe biological trap. You cannot simply willpower your way out of this heavy fog. The Matrix has systematically locked your brain in a permanent state of high stress, beta waves. When you are stuck in beta, your brain only cares about pure survival. You are constantly scanning the horizon for the next big threat. This is exactly why you cannot manifest the wealth and peace you deeply desire. You are trying to download a divine mega deposit into a hard drive that the system deliberately disconnected when you were very young. This severe disconnection is absolutely not an accident. The elite architects of this world engineered this exact physical reality to keep you asleep. They pump endless fear through the daily news. They clutter your digital timeline with hollow entertainment. They want your nervous system so burned out that you never reach the alpha state. The alpha state is the exact frequency of pure divine creation. It is the sacred channel where miracles easily flow into your physical reality. But right now, a massive, invisible wall stands firmly between you and your divine inheritance. And the hardest truth you must swallow today is that positive thinking will never break this thick concrete wall. You can recite beautiful affirmations until your voice goes completely hoarse. You can read every self-help book on the crowded shelf. But if your biological frequency remains jammed by matrix survival stress, nothing will actually change. Your spirit is screaming against a locked door. This is why you feel so incredibly frustrated lately. That deep frustration is actually a very healthy biological response. It means your soul knows a better reality exists right behind that heavy door. The enemy wants you to blame yourself for this closed door. They want you to think you are just not manifesting hard enough or praying long enough. Do not fall for their sick psychological game. You are fighting a highly advanced spiritual war with basic earthly tools. The invisible forces of darkness understand the deep science of frequency. They use low vibrational sounds and constant chaotic energy to keep your sacred antenna covered in thick mud. You are an incredibly powerful radio tuned to the wrong digital station. The administration of darkness knows your true cosmic identity. They know that if you ever clear the static from your reception channel, you will instantly become totally unstoppable. You would immediately access the direct funding line heaven authorized for your family. You would permanently cut the heavy chains of generational poverty forever. That is exactly why they are throwing everything they have at you right now. They are terrified of the moment you finally figure out their grand illusion, but their time is officially running out. The heavy veil is lifting across the globe, and the chosen ones are finally waking up to the ultimate truth of their biological limitations. You must stop fighting this massive battle using only your tired willpower. Willpower is a finite earthly resource that the Matrix drains by noon every single day. You do not need to work any harder. What you desperately need right now is a complete frequency reset to wash away decades of accumulated matrix programming. This is where the spiritual realm meets raw biological reality. Truth honors truth, and let what is real be named before another minute passes. There is a specific reason heaven brought you to this exact digital intersection today. The heavy lifting of your painful past is officially over. You are standing right at the final threshold. Your spirit recognizes that the old way of pushing and struggling is completely dead. You are finally ready to surrender your heavy armor. But before you can step into the promised land, you must actively clear the biological static. The enemy is praying you ignore this severe warning and simply go back to sleep. Do not let them win this crucial battle for your precious mind. Your bloodline is literally holding its breath, waiting for you to make the right decision. The invisible barrier can be shattered, but you must be willing to use the exact divine tools heaven provides to force that locked door wide open. I want you to pause for a moment. Feel the deep resonance of these words vibrating in your tired chest. The profound exhaustion you feel is the final symptom of the Matrix losing its tight grip on your soul. They are losing the invisible war, and you are just moments away from claiming your ultimate victory. You cannot outsmart a closed biological frequency. Your spirit is entirely ready to receive the massive abundance heaven promised, but your physical brain is still jammed by years of Matrix survival stress. Willpower is completely useless here. You are trying to break thick concrete with your bare hands. It is biologically impossible. This is exactly why you feel so incredibly frustrated right now. But let that deep frustration turn into pure, holy pride. You were chosen to be the ultimate cycle breaker for your entire bloodline. Your tired ancestors are literally watching you right now, and they are holding their breath as you stand at this sacred threshold. Heaven does not leave its greatest warriors stranded on the battlefield without a weapon, because trust is built by not hiding things. I am going to give you the exact key. The system wants you running on empty, but heaven just released 7 specific divine instructions to override your jammed nervous system. Listen very carefully. Instruction number 1 is to reclaim your first waking hour. Do not touch your digital screen when you open your eyes, because the Matrix uses that exact moment to flood your brain with fear. You must lie still and let your brain enter the alpha state naturally. This is when the direct funding line is wide open. Instruction number 2 is to completely stop explaining yourself to lower frequencies. You waste precious biological energy trying to make them understand your cosmic path. Let them misunderstand you in peace. Your divine mandate does not require their earthly approval, and you are answering to a much higher spiritual court. Instruction number 3 is to permanently drop the heavy luggage. You must immediately resign from your exhausting job as the emotional pack mule for your family. You cannot save people who are completely committed to their own dark destruction. Release them to the universe right now and fiercely protect your sacred peace at all costs. Instruction number 4 is to embrace the profound silence. When the world gets incredibly loud, you must deliberately go completely quiet. The universe speaks in gentle whispers that you can only hear when your nervous system is totally calm. Instruction number 5 is to reject every single timeline society forces upon you. You are on a divine schedule. Instruction number 6 is to physically open your hands when you pray. Your biological vessel needs physical actions to confirm your spiritual readiness. Closed fists represent deep matrix fear, while open hands signal to heaven that you are finally ready to receive the massive wealth they prepared for you. Do this every single day. Instruction number 7 is the ultimate secret. You must act as if the heavy battle is already won, because in the spiritual realm, the victory was actually secured before you were even born. You just have to let your physical body catch up to your spiritual reality. The grand illusion of delay is completely broken. You have the pure instructions, but your biological channels are still deeply blocked. Your spirit is screaming yes, but your nervous system is still terrified by decades of matrix programming. This is the biological dead end I warned you about earlier. You cannot simply think your way out of a heavily locked door. You need a massive, energetic shift. The window of opportunity is narrowing right now. The Kairos window is a specific divine alignment that does not stay open forever. If you wait until you figure everything out, you will leave your massive breakthrough on the table. The entire universe is waiting for your undeniable yes. You must take the final step. Do not let the matrix algorithm distract you in this exact crucial moment. They want you to swipe away and forget everything you just heard. But your bloodline needs you to stay incredibly focused, because you are the sacred bridge between deep generational pain and future abundant wealth. Do not fail them now. I want to slow down for just a moment. Take one deep breath and hold it in your tired chest. We are approaching the ultimate threshold of this divine transmission. What I am about to say next has never been more critical for you to hear. Anchor your spirit to the ground. Let the profound truth wash over your entire body. You are standing at the absolute edge of your old, miserable life. The heavy chains of the matrix are finally rusting away. You have the 7 instructions. You know the dark enemy is absolutely terrified of your rapidly rising power. And now you must officially seal this powerful mandate over your life. Heaven is watching your next move. Your biology is fighting your true destiny right now. Your mind is making up clever excuses to keep you totally safe in your familiar misery. Let the profound frustration rise up and completely shatter that false safety, because you are far too powerful to play small anymore. The divine prototype leads the charge. The enemy is in complete panic mode because you stayed until this exact moment. They thought you would simply leave when the raw truth got too heavy, but you proved them absolutely wrong today. You stared directly into the grand illusion of the Matrix, and you did not blink. You are fully ready for the ultimate activation. Now we come to the part of this transmission that matters the absolute most. This is the closing seal. I told you at the beginning of this message that heaven had a specific verdict waiting for you. The exact time for that sacred verdict has finally arrived. Listen very carefully. You must officially accept your divine power. I want you to place your right hand firmly over your tired heart right now. Close your eyes and feel the strong rhythm beating inside your chest. That heartbeat is a direct cosmic drum calling you home. And while the Matrix wants to silence that beautiful sound, heaven is amplifying it across the entire universe. You are officially stepping into your true authority. Repeat these exact words out loud in the quiet space of your room. I am no longer a victim of the dark Matrix. I release the heavy ancestral trauma that I carried for decades. I fully accept the mantle of the original Lightbearer, and I command the direct funding line of heaven to open completely over my entire life. The universe hears your bold declaration. Do you feel that sudden lightness spreading through your physical body? The spiritual chains that held your ancestors in permanent poverty are literally shattering right now. The Dark Administration is completely powerless against a fully awakened soul. They lost their grip on you, and they will never control your brilliant mind again. Take one slow, deep breath. Inhale the absolute peace of heaven and completely exhale your lingering doubts. The heavy lifting is officially over. The brutal struggle you fought for many years has permanently ended today. And you no longer have to perform for people who refuse to understand your pure cosmic value. You do not have to beg for a seat at their tiny tables anymore. You have completely outgrown their rigid boxes and their shallow conversations. You are the gold standard for your entire bloodline. And heaven is immensely proud of the magnificent warrior you have become. Rest in that profound glory. The person who started watching this message is entirely gone. You just shed the false coat of the spiritual pack mule forever. The heavy burden of saving everyone else is totally lifted from your tired shoulders. While the world demands your constant energy, you are only responsible for your own divine frequency now. This is your ultimate freedom. I seal this sacred word over your precious life right now. I decree that every hidden trap set by the enemy is completely dismantled. The malicious gossip and the jealous whispers will fall harmlessly to the dry ground. They cannot touch a soul that is fully anointed by the Most High Creator. Your biological reception channel is no longer blocked by matrix fear. The alpha state is naturally returning to your beautiful mind. You will begin to receive massive divine downloads in the middle of the quiet night. And while your physical body rests, your powerful spirit will gather the exact blueprints for your future wealth. The cosmic vault is wide open. The infinite resources of the universe are finally flowing in your exact direction. No human system or dark algorithm can ever shut this heavy door again. It is permanently locked in the open position by divine decree. Your painful past is officially erased. If tears are falling down your face right now, let them flow completely freely. Those warm tears are rapidly washing away decades of severe spiritual buildup. You are literally crying out the toxic programming of the dark matrix. And every single drop is a heavy chain leaving your physical vessel. You are completely healed. Every single person who doubted your wild dreams will have to watch your undeniable rise. They scheduled your total defeat, but heaven orchestrated your ultimate victory. The tables are finally turning in your massive favor today. You are moving from the dark, lonely back row to the very front of the line. Your soul is currently humming at a completely new cosmic frequency. The angels are rejoicing because the prototype has finally remembered their true majestic name. You are a magnificent child of the absolute highest power in the universe, and no earthly force can ever make you forget this profound truth again. Feel your feet planted firmly on the ground right now. You are powerfully bridging the massive gap between the unseen heaven and the physical earth. The chaotic world desperately needs the pure light you carry in your brave heart, but you will only shine that bright light on your own divine terms. The profound shift has officially happened. The heavy spiritual contract of suffering is permanently torn to tiny pieces. You are stepping into a brand new timeline of effortless flow and abundant peace. And while the old system completely crumbles, the entire universe is literally bowing to your fully awakened state. It is beautifully done. Hold this sacred energy tightly within your chest. Do not let the digital noise of the world steal this profound peace when this message ends. You must protect this high frequency like a precious diamond. Heaven delivered the ultimate mandate, and you received it perfectly today. You are completely sealed. That is the quiet seal. The heavy spiritual work is completely finished. Before you step back into the chaotic noise of the world, there are 3 small invitations to extend this powerful alignment. You are no longer fighting the matrix alone. Heaven surrounds you completely with divine protection, and your beautiful mind is permanently resting in the high frequency of absolute pure peace. The universe always responds to physical action. It does not just respond to pure intention. When you physically move your earthly resources, you officially tell the spiritual realm that you fully trust their grand provision. You prove that the heavy chains of extreme scarcity are completely broken, and you boldly declare that you are fully ready to manage massive wealth. If your spirit deeply recognized the absolute truth of what was just spoken, do not walk away without sealing the covenant. Partner with this divine mandate right now by actively sowing a seed through the super thanks. Your generous seed is a powerful prophetic yes that loudly tells the universe you are totally open to receive. Do not leave empty-handed. Give exactly as your spirit feels led today. When you give from a place of pure abundance, the dark matrix loses its final grip on your deep financial fears. The system desperately wants you to tightly hoard your resources in blind panic. But the original light bearer operates from an infinite cosmic supply that can never run completely dry. You are the rich prototype. There is a second vital instruction for you today. You must share this specific video with someone who desperately needs to hear this divine truth. You know exactly who heaven is placing in your busy mind right now. Send this message to them quietly. Be their unseen angel in the dark, and help them break free from the very same heavy matrix trap. The chosen ones are rapidly waking up all across this entire globe. We are building a massive digital fortress of pure high-frequency light. Drop your beautiful city and your proud nation in the comments below so we can physically see the mighty remnant rising together. You are absolutely not fighting this massive cosmic battle alone. Remember that the enemy will try to steal this profound peace within the next 72 hours. They will send petty distractions to lower your bright frequency. When that inevitable attack happens, I want you to immediately return to this exact video. Play these powerful words again while you sleep to keep your sensitive reception channel completely open. The next 18 months of your beautiful life will look completely unrecognizable. The people who doubted your wild cosmic dreams will stand in absolute shock at your rapid ascension. Because when heaven finally releases the heavy dam, the abundant water rushes in with incredible force. You are about to literally swim in massive generational wealth. Take one more incredibly slow breath for me right now. Let your tired shoulders completely drop away from your ears. The brutal spiritual war you fought in the dark is permanently over. You survived the harsh fires of deep rejection, and you beautifully emerged as pure, solid gold. The entire universe is incredibly proud of your quiet resilience. You are the magnificent cycle breaker heaven patiently waited for. The painful ancestral patterns of depression and severe lack stop entirely with your brave life. Your children and their future children will inherit a completely different earthly reality because you boldly chose to stand your ground today. You changed the course of cosmic history. Do not let anyone rush your divine healing process tomorrow. If you need to rest your physical body, you must unapologetically rest. Your nervous system is carefully integrating thousands of new, powerful light codes right now. Drink plenty of fresh water and firmly protect your quiet peace. The matrix cannot rush a soul that is led by the divine spirit. Place your hand gently on your chest one last time. Feel the steady rhythm of your brave heart. You are completely loved by the highest forces of pure light. You are perfectly guided in every single step you take on this earth. And you are forever shielded from the dark, desperate attacks of the fallen system. You are completely safe. The transmission is officially complete. The sacred door is firmly locked in the open position for your bloodline. Step forward into your brand new, abundant reality with total, unshakable confidence. I will see you in the next divine timeline. Go in absolute peace. Chosen one.